In exercise 307, you're going to look at the volume and surface area of a sphere. Now, the formula for the surface area of a sphere is given on the formula sheet. However, the volume of a sphere isn't given. You might be thinking, well, I won't be asked about the volume of a sphere. However, the syllabus seems to indicate that you could be asked to find the volume of a sphere, in that it says students calculate the surface area and volume of sphere-shaped sweets or cylinder-shaped sweets. So it is important that you have learnt this formula, 4/3 pi r cubed. And of course the units will be units cubed because it's volume. The other complication to that is when you consider a hemisphere. So in terms of the volume, and a hemisphere is exactly half, in terms of the volume, it's straightforward. The volume just becomes a half of 4/3 pi r cubed. And you can just use that calculation, and some of you will know how to simplify that. It doesn't matter if you don't simplify it. You can still just use that formula for calculating the volume of the hemisphere. However, it's not just half for the surface area, because in fact, once you've created or cut the sphere in half, you've created another surface. So remember, this surface area of the entire sphere is the outside curved surface. And sure, you've only got half of that, so it's a half times 4 pi r squared. But like I just said, you've created another surface, which is a circle, so you need to add a pi r squared to that. So just be aware of that. If, of course, the sphere was hollow, for example, like a tennis ball, and you've cut a tennis ball in half, then of course you don't have a circular surface, and so you wouldn't include the pi r squared. So you've really got to be thinking exactly about the wording of the question and adapt a formula or the formulas to suit the description of the given in the question. Now, some of you will know how to simplify this formula, and again, like with the volume formula, if you don't know how to simplify it, that doesn't really matter. You can just work with a half times 4/3 times pi times r cubed, and you'll still get the correct answer. With this surface area, you can work with the formula in that format. Some of you will know that a half times 4 will simplify to 2, and you'll have pi r squared plus another pi r squared. If you've got two of these things plus another one of them, then you can see that you've got 3 pi r squared. And that's actually where this 3 pi r squared over here comes from. Now, like I said, you don't have to do that simplification, and that does only work when you've created a second surface. For example, if we had a potato and the potato was originally in the shape of a sphere, because a potato is solid, if you cut through the middle, then you've created another surface. And now the total surface area would be this 3 pi r squared. I'm going to stop the video there. I will write the solutions to the examples, but I won't actually do a video on them.